had two questions. First question is a very valid question. A lot of the Muslims fall into this mistake. They think that, okay, let's hit two birds with one stone. Zakat is mandatory upon me. And when is a better time to give zakat out other than Ramadan? So they delay their zakat until Ramadan. And some of them do it religiously, thinking that, yes, this is part of Islam. Zakat can't be paid except in Ramadan. This is totally bogus. What do you mean? Akhi, never the Prophet ﷺ instructed us to give zakat in Ramadan. Nor the companions, nor the followers of the companions. First of all. Second of all, zakat is mandated once a lunar year passes. So if I started saving, or I got 100,000 Kuwaiti dinars, Allah Kareem, this month, which is Rajab, which is Jamad al-Ula, for example, the 5th month of the Hijri calendar. After 1 year, the same month, I have to give zakat 2.5%. This is the condition. 1, to reach the threshold, and tablugh al-nisab. 2, that a full lunar year, yaduru alayha al-hawl, is complete. Now, to delay it to the month of Ramadan, it is totally prohibited because it is prescribed at a specific time that you have to pay. It's like someone saying, Akhi, Maghrib prayer is like about 6:30, but because I know that the best and preferred time for Allah is the last third of the night, which is approximately at 2:30 a.m., so I'm gonna delay my Maghrib and pray it then. I say it's not accepted. Don't pray it because Allah will not accept it from you. You are innovating in the deen. You're making up things that the Prophet never instructed us to do, alayhi salam. So this is wrong. And it's a misconception. Not only that, Akhi, you are harming the poor. So, astaghfirullah, how would I be harming the poor when I'm giving them money in Ramadan? When every Muslim gives his zakat in Ramadan to the poor, what about the rest of the year, which is 11 months? And the poor are needy, and they're waiting for someone to give them a helping hand. And you said, no, only in Ramadan. While if I give my zakat in Muharram, and you give it in Safar, and he gives it in Rabi', and he gives it in Rajab, and he gives it in Shawwal, then the poor would be able to accommodate their needs throughout the year, not on a specific month. Now, Brother Wajdi says, what about delaying it so that a particular participant is available? Well, the scenario, as scholars say, is one of two. Either the participant or the recipient of the zakat is soon to come. So it's like a week, 10 days, maybe a little bit, give or take, a few days, couple of days. There's no problem in delaying it with this intention. But if the guy is, for example, in Pakistan, and he's coming after 4 months, you cannot delay it this far or this much. Said, Sheikh, but he's my cousin, and he's really poor and needy. I'm only going there after 4 months to give him the zakat. So can I keep it with me? Yes, you can, providing you give him a call today when the zakat is due. And tell him, Parviz bhai, my zakat is due today, or I have 2,000 riyals for you with me. So do you authorize me to keep it to you until I come after 4 months? If he says, yes, no problem, keep it with you, please. In this case, the zakat has been given to the recipient, and you are now a wakil, an agent for him. You have received it and kept it for safekeeping until you go and send it to him. And this is permissible. But to delay it for more than a week, 10 days, give or take a couple of days more, this is, as the scholars say, is not legitimate. One more point, and this is a bonus and it's an extra thing, is that delaying it is not permissible, but paying it before its time is permissible. How is that? My zakat is always on the 8th month of the year, which is Sha'ban. And now we are in the 5th month, which is Jamad al-Ula. And all of a sudden, I see someone who is in desperate need of zakat. He is deserving to take zakat. So I said to myself, I can't wait another 3 months. The guy is in dire need. So what do? I can give him the zakat of 3 months later now. So if, for example, I estimate that my zakat would be 10,000 riyals. So I give him the 10,000 riyals for his operation, for his rent, for paying off his debt, whatever he needs it for. And when Sha'ban comes, the 8th month of the year, I recalculate my zakat and see how much am I obliged to give zakat. If it is 12,000, so the balance is 2,000. I gave him 10, I have 2,000 now to give for the deserving people, no problem. If it is less, if my real zakat is 8,000 or 9,000, so the 9,000 of zakat has been given, and the 1,000 extra is a charity, and it cannot, there's no problem, inshallah, in doing that. And the hadith of Al-Abbas, the uncle of the Prophet ﷺ, where the Prophet himself said that Al-Abbas gave me his zakat for 2 years in advance.